the Byzantine and to the Renaissance. You're going to read about these. Let's take a look at the images quickly here. All right, Byzantine, Rome will fall, but actually Eastern Rome is the Byzantine. So Rome kind of continues with giant buildings, but they're going to be churches. They're going to use mosaics, that's small pieces of stone. They'll put them inside the churches, and they'll be dazzling with candles. Hagia Sophia is a giant Byzantine church. It has the Roman dome here. But now to the medieval period, things kind of slow down. You have illuminated manuscripts, that's books with art on them. This is an illuminated manuscript. They're real big on materials. That's an animal skin called vellum. Another book of Kells here, it's a book that is decorated. Small thugs make metal art, portable art, like this Germanic art here. And then Hiberno-Saxon is part Irish and part Viking, so it's part abstract, but part with a cross. Okay, then we have some churches in here, Romanesque and Gothic. We go back to it's Romanesque because it's Roman-ish, back to the arch and the vault, but they're going to make churches this way. This is a barrel vault in a Romanesque church, a Romanish church. It's a famous one there. And that's the Roman arch on the left, and that's the Romanesque church on the right. And again, concrete was the Roman invention of the arch, but with the Gothic, it's going to be pointed. See, it's a pointed arch, which is even taller. Rib vaults makes it stronger. Big thing on the outside, flying buttress, this outside support holds the wall up. That allows big windows, Gothic windows of stained glass. And then Chartres Cathedral, very tall. These cathedrals are very tall. Okay, now we're going to the Renaissance. So we're going to have a shift here and kind of go back to the old school. If you look here, it looks like Greek bodies, and the Renaissance is going to be the rebirth of the classical. That's Florence Cathedral, which is a dome. Part of the Renaissance is engineering. But Proto-Renaissance is a guy named Giotto, and this is his painting here. And if you look on the left how flat and phony and two-dimensional it is, on the right his bodies look more real and they have more emotion. That's Giotto. And it almost looks like a stage. It has depth. It has real emotion here. That's Giotto. So the Gothic is the old way, kind of flat and stylized, and the new way is going to be more realistic. And that'll lead us to Gates of Paradise. This is kind of the story of the Renaissance, these beautiful doors, and they have depth and naturalistic figures. And this guy Brunelleschi of the story of the Renaissance loses a competition, but then he goes on to create the dome, and he invents a technique called linear perspective. It's a painting technique. If you look on the right, it's very flat. On the left, it looks like it has 3 dimensions. That's a technique called linear perspective, the Italian technique on the left. It uses mathematical perspective. You put a point here, a vanishing point, and lines, and it allows you to make a very naturalistic looking painting, an illusion that looks real. It's called linear perspective. And Masaccio was the first one to do it. That's how they do it. And aerial perspective, just you show depth by changing the colors. See the colors here give different depth. Donatello is a bronze sculptor. Notice that looks Greek. This is Renaissance. It's the rebirth of the Greek nude. Botticelli, Venus, Greek goddess coming back. And the High Renaissance is the geniuses, Leonardo da Vinci. Sfumato is his technique. It looks smoky. Last Supper is Leo. Michelangelo, the great sculptor. And he did sculptures here, very expressive. Another sculpture here. And more sculptures here. But his masterpiece is the Sistine Chapel. He wasn't even a painter, but he painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel for Pope Julius. And that's his use of, it looks like Zeus here, it looks like a Greek god here. This is Michelangelo. And then Raphael is the last genius, School of Athens. And he also did Madonnas, which are Jesus' mom. And those are the Renaissance geniuses. Okay, that was that. Next up, 1600s, 1700s.